Hey, Miles Beckler here, milesbeckler.com, and in this video, we're going to talk about how, with energy, you can solve any and every problem. Now, this is an idea that Tony Robbins delivered at the Funnel Hacking Live conference in Dallas in 2017, and he rocked the house. He brought some really powerful ideas to us all, and I'm happy to share this one with you. Now, the concept is that with energy, you can solve any problem. And this is based on his theory that you never have a resource issue. It's always a resourcefulness issue, right? And what happens when we're building our business is we're bombarded by marketing messages by people who make us think that we need their tool or their course in order to be successful, right? And if you really believed all of them, you could easily grow a business that cost hundreds, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to build. And here's the challenge with that. None of those tools, none of those information products will actually guarantee your success. It always comes back to your effort and the energy that you put in. My wife and I are a great example. When we began this WordPress site that is still the core of our business today, 9 years later, I had to move back in with my parents. I had sold both of our vehicles to gain cash to continue to pretend that our business was carrying us for life when it wasn't, and literally didn't have rent money, didn't have a vehicle, and ended up having to move back into my parents' house at the age of 30 with my wife, and it was a small house. I'm forever grateful for them, but I was in the mindset at that point in time that I just didn't have the right tool, I just didn't have the right this, I just didn't have the right that, and I was always searching for those things that would help me be successful. When we hit that kind of like rock bottom point, if you will, we had to shift our approach, and it was an absolute blessing for us in that time. So the first thing I did, just to be really clear, is I got a full-time job. I went and got a full-time job. I borrowed enough money from my parents, borrowed $1,200 to buy a Jeep, and paid them back as fast as I could, and we moved out as fast as we could because we had a full-time job. But it's what we did with our nights and weekends. We got resourceful. We saved up and scrounged enough to buy a hosting package, which cost us $100. And right now you can get hosting, better hosting than we had, for about half that price in this day and age. And we literally installed WordPress, didn't even know how to do that, fumbled forward with it, and we got resourceful. We used freeconferencingcall.com in order to do free conference calls. We wrote blog posts because writing was free once we had the WordPress set up. We used free WordPress themes to get started. We used free marketing approaches and content marketing, and we pushed like crazy. We got resourceful. I let go of that concept, and I was forced to, that it was these external things, this other training or this other course or this other shiny object that was our key to success. And the key then moved inside of ourselves. We became our own key. Our resourcefulness became our key. And what ended up happening was a magical shift, and this time it actually clicked. We came from the heart. We went on a rampage of content creation that we're still doing today in that business, and I'm double downing in this, and I've doubled down, it's probably a better way to say that, but I've doubled down on content creation to share these ideas with you through this channel, which is totally separate. And we're still doing the same thing, right? I haven't gone out and bought a bunch of fancy equipment. I didn't go buy a camera. I use the cell phone. I've got a $30 microphone, an iRig mic that I'm using right now, and a LED knockoff light on the cheapest possible Amazon.com tripods here. My entire setup for this video and 90% of the videos I've shot for you costs under $100. I know people that spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on lighting equipment, on studio equipment, on editing equipment. They go buy a $2,000 Mac. I'm still running on a $500 laptop, right? $1,000 laptop, just a basic PC with Windows 10, because it's not about the resources. It's about the resourcefulness. It's about what we do with the resources. And really, ultimately, it's about what we create and put out, and how much value we give to our target market and to our audience with that which we have. And if all you have in your pocket is a cell phone with a camera, which I know you have, you probably got an iPhone, right? Odds are you have a decent iPhone. It's probably a 6 or better. Even the 5s had pretty good cameras on them. You have enough to get started and start sharing of what you have and what you know with the world. And when you do that and you keep moving forward and you get resourceful, you figure out a way. If you don't want want to go get a light, guess what I did for the first several years of lighting? I just went out and bought the right color temperature light bulbs, and I went to the thrift store and got some $2 lamps. And I would slide a little coffee table or an end table behind the camera. I put the lamp on it, I take the lampshade off and put in the right color temperature. It's a daylight bulb if you're trying to figure out what I'm talking about. I put the daylight bulb in the lamp, and that was my lighting setup. It was like $6 worth of lighting, and that was how I would record. Didn't have money for a tripod? Great. I stacked up boxes. I would stack up whatever I had to because it was more about getting the content out and getting it published than it was trying to make it fancy. Fancy is the enemy. Looking outside of yourself for these tools and these tricks and, oh, I need to learn something. Oh, I need to go through that other course. I need to go. No, you don't. You need to publish every single day. You need to stick with it for 2, 3, 5. I don't know how long you need to stick with it. If it takes you 7 years of publishing every single day to create a 6-figure or multiple 6-figure per year business that you can run from anywhere in the world, is it worth it? It sure is for me, and that's exactly what we did. And that wasn't even our goal. That's just where it led us, right? And for the last 4 years, I paid off $50,000 in student loans from the beaches of Costa Rica and Mexico, living in amazing beach houses that cost a lot less than what my rental did here in the US. And I paid off literally $50,000 in student loans. Didn't have any fancy tools, still working on that $500 laptop, still using the basic camera setup, never upgraded anything. I'm still not upgrading any of my camera gear, right? I'm literally running with what I've got because the content that I'm putting out there, what I'm putting out for the market, the value I'm bringing to the target market and to my audience and my customer avatar, that's the key, not how you do it, but what you do. So I'm trying to tell you right here, the whole point of this is that you have everything that you need. If you've got a cell phone in your pocket, if you're able to watch this YouTube video right now, literally, you have everything you need. And it's about taking the shift in your mind to produce more than you consume, to be willing to go through the trial and error process of getting these messages out. And when you do that, when you get these messages out and you simply publish every day for years and years, I can honestly assure you that magic happens at that point in time. Most people don't have what it takes. Most people are going to get distracted by the next business opportunity, by the next big affiliate program or the FBA or oh, there's drop shipping. Oh, people are making money this way and that way, whatever. But some people, I know you may be the one I'm talking to right now, will stick with it and realize I've got something inside of me that I got to get out. I've got a message inside of me. I can help people with blank, whatever that is. I can help people help their kids feel better. I can help their ADD kids without medication. I can help them train their pets better. Who knows? Who cares what it is? It doesn't matter what it is. You just have to get that out, and you need to be resourceful in the process. You don't need to go look for resources. You don't need to go buy a bunch of resources. You just need to be resourceful. Resourcefulness and taking action is really the trick and is really the key to making consistent progress and to achieving the success that you desire. The only question when you dig deep, when you roll up your sleeves, you get to work and you start publishing every day, the only question is, how long is it going to take to achieve the success that you desire? It's not if it'll work, it's when it'll work. Because if you just keep publishing every single day in the face of challenges, in the face of things not working, in the face of mumbling and stumbling over your words like I've done at least 13 times in this video, and I don't care because the message is so much more important than how I say it and getting it right and me looking good. I don't really care about that. I care about getting the message out for you so you can move forward and think, it's the resourcefulness. Cool. I'm going to turn off YouTube now. I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to publish that first video because I've never done it. And I've watched Miles say it 13 times in 13 different videos up until now. And I'm finally going to take action because you have what you need. You just got to start taking action. And that's the trick. And if that's you and you just had that click, go publish your first video. Leave me a link to it in the comments. I want to see it. I want to comment. I want to subscribe to your channel. I want to be your first or second or 10th or 100th subscriber. If you've been doing this for a while and you've increased the frequency at which you're publishing content, shoot me a link to your blog. Shoot me a link to your YouTube channel. Shoot me a link to the recent video that you published. I want to take a look. I'm happy to give you thumbs up and likes and shares and subscribe because that's what you've done for me and I appreciate that, and that's how I can kind of pay it back to you. So this idea was so powerful that it's all about resourcefulness. It's not about the resources. There's so many shiny objects and so many marketers are bombarding you with these ideas that you need my fancy tool. You need web marketing traffic secrets 2.95 that costs $1,000. No, you don't. You need to publish, publish, publish. You need to find that little voice, that little thing inside of you, that overlap between what you're good at and what you love, and just go. Give to the people who are searching for those kinds of content. Give as much as you can, and everything will work itself out over time. You will learn through experience. The experience will help you make good judgment-based decisions in the future, and that is the path to success, as we covered in the previous video. Thank you very much for your time. Again, this is Miles Beckler, milesbeckler.com. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. I will be delivering more great value as much as I can here in the future. So if you want those videos as they come out, click the subscribe button. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And again, if you've shifted and you're going to take action, or you have been taking action, be sure to leave me a link to what you've been able to create here in the comments. I'd love to take a look, and I'm excited to see you on the next video. Thanks again for your time.